way I can. Tell me, G, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale. Flexing on bitches as hard as I can, smoking it loud. Hey, told that bitch I'm sorry, though. I'm my head, my sorry, though. They call me Kennedy, I'm running that shit like party, yo. He did it like, yeah. I feel like I'm on stilts on these hoes. Fuck your baby daddy right now. And I make that cake by the pound. Go down, eat it up, don't drown. Mac and cheese in a bow high sound. I got that gushy. Yeah, that's a fact, and I never been pussy. I've been in bitches with diamonds and pudding. One MVP, and I'm still a rookie like. I gotta work on my anger. I might kill a bitch with my fingers. I gotta stay out of Gucci. I'm finna run out of hangers. They be like, is she a rapper or singer? I'm bustin' racks in a Billy, my tiger. Run through your hood like bitch, I'm the mayor. Ladies, let's go. I'm Diamond District in the jazz.
I'm looking like that.
Certified, you know I'm gang, gang.
I'm looking like that.
Drop the top and blow his brains, yeah.
I'm looking like that.
Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name, yeah.
I'm looking like that.
Oh, I need the dollar.
I'm looking like that.
Beat it up like Rihanna.
I'm looking like that.
Mix Wizard. For the apocalypse that easy.
Hey, 6 9 let's go. I own the city, let's go. Hey, Pergay, PG, let's go. Hey, ladies, look, tell them I've been on. Bitch, you been on.
It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny, things we do to get money. Hardships ain't corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I seen.
Yeah.
Live your life, not mine.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be motherfuckers. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
Yo. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your host with the most, man. Focus Field of Focus Radio. And we do this thing, man, each and every Thursday right here. Excuse me. On Beltway Radio and beyond. We right here, man, each and every Thursday, man, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., man. So we are your hottest radio show in all the land in the evening time. You know what I mean? So what we do here, man, we market, we promote, we advertise. We also give those exclusive interviews, man, to all those from all walks of life, man. So if you got a story to tell, you have a business that you want to market in here at Focus Radio to shed some light on these missing person cases, along with bringing in the families and having them speak on their missing persons, man. And try to do our best to bring them home. So we've been dumping it for quite a long time. I want to thank you all for hanging in there with me, man, and always tuning in. And make sure you tell a friend to tune in to Focus Radio. 301, y'all, 761-1040 is the call-in number. And I am your host with the most, man, Focus Field. You already know what it is. So I want to say, man, I apologize. I'm going to take a different route when I'm on my way to the stew on Thursdays, man. I hate being late, man. I am a stickler for time, and I hate being late. So I can give you guys the full 60 minutes of Focus Radio, man. I definitely got to start finding a different way or something to get here on time. I try. Definitely I try. I hate being late. And for all my people out there, being a person of your word and being on time is very important. Trying to stay on schedule, and they say if you fail to plan to fail. In other words, and I think Denzel said that. Well, one of the very first people I heard say that was our great actor, our great black brother, Denzel Washington, and which could be true at times. You know, some things just happen, but you know, if you try to stay on schedule, you already got something planned. Pretty much, you know, everything should work out. But you can have things planned and it may not go as smooth, you know, as planned. You dig what I'm saying? But definitely, and all my business people out there, because we definitely interview and you know, I like to bring people in that have their startup companies and have their businesses and they trying to start it and put it out there. The main thing, being professional, being on time includes being professional, having a schedule, having a plan. Those are the main things, man. So, like I say, I want to apologize. This is my second week of being a little late. So definitely I'm going to get in here on time starting next Thursday. Definitely. So thank you for accepting my apology. But we are here. Hey, what's up, Miss Betty? We on Facebook Live also, y'all. And that's PHOCUZ, and that's Phil with 2 L's, PHILL on Facebook Live right now. So y'all already know what it is, man. I'm going to start it off with my man Dr. Dre. I want to start it off because I am still celebrating after all these months, 50 years of hip-hop. And I want to start it off, man, with my man Dr. Dre, who has contributed so much to hip-hop with his beats. And if you know, man, Dr. Dre started in the early 80s, man, with NWA and had his stint on Death Row and went on to do some great things, man. If he's worked with some of the greatest people in the industry. And nobody got them beats like Dre. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Only a very few people may come close to Dr. Dre. But him being from the West Coast, but able to cross over into so many other different lanes, man, and different people from other places other than the West Coast and make beats for them. And we going on damn near 40 years now with Dr. Dre doing what he does, man, in the game. But Dre divorced his wife. And you know, once Dre got all that money from the Beats, him and Jimmy Iovine, they sold the Beats company, and he started some other things. But the best headphones in the world still to this day, crispy, clean. Anyway, to make a long story short, Dre divorced his wife. They were married for 20-something, almost 30 years, few kids. And divorces, man, could be detrimental to one's life, honestly. And that's to the man and to the woman, because you have invested so much time, you have invested so much money, you know, you have invested so much of all of your heart, all of your love to your family, and to death do us part. And nothing is supposed to break these unions up, right? But it happens every single day. And unfortunately, with Dr. Dre, his wife and him got divorced. They've been going through some shit for a very, very long time. But they had a person, which I never heard of anything like this. They had a psychotherapist, which was he's from out of Southern California. He's suing Dre for $10 million. His allegations are the rapper and business mogul has been systematic and malicious. He's been harassing him. He's been sending him threats. Unbearable harassment, the doctor is stating. He goes by the name of Dr. Charles Sophie. And Dre, a.k.a. Andre, and physically. That's why you hear that phrase, it's cheaper to keep her. You know what I mean? I mean, that's true bill. That's true bill. Because when money is involved and children are involved, and properties and vehicles and this and that and this and business, this, that, so much is involved. And I think in California, the laws are different. The laws are kind of different with divorce. And I think it's very important in California, especially in Hollywood, to put those prenups into place, because I think automatically in Cali, half off the breaks goes to your significant other or your wife. So his wife, Nicole Young, she had allegations of Dre being unfaithful. She had allegations of Dre being abusive. He even had a daughter that spoke out against him and say Dre wasn't really involved in her life. She said that she was actually homeless and she was on Section 8. Her father didn't do anything. He basically said he did everything that he could, but he eventually washed his hands with his daughter. So she came out publicly against her dad. Thank you, Dr. Dre, which is worth, I think at this time, maybe even $700, $800 million, something like that, right? Excuse me, y'all, this weather is killing me. So him and his wife, you had these bad breakups and bad divorces, to where as though he had to actually go get some psychiatric help to get him through this. But I think Dr. Dre feels as though that wasn't getting the proper help that he needed, and I think that he feels as though that this therapist has been taking his ex-wife, Nicole Young's side on a lot of things. He even said that he felt as though the therapist was trying to turn his kids against him due to this divorce. So he's threatened this guy, supposedly, allegedly. He's had fake FBI people come to this guy's house. It was mentioned that, let me see. The late night text messages for threats. FBI fake agents come to his house. I think Dre also threatened this guy's life. So he's suing Dre now for harassment for $10 million. Excuse me. But you all have to realize, man, these celebrities, man, that everything is coming out now, man. Cat Williams said this. Shout out to Shannon Sharp in his show. He said it when Cat Williams gave, that wild, crazy interview, whatever. He exposed all those people, but he said that 2024 would be the year of exposure. And now that I see that everything, all this shit that's coming out, with these celebrities, with Diddy, all these other people, he's supposed to bring out, supposed to be so many celebrities and so many people named with these sexual abuse allegations against him, with this trafficking, with these freak-offs, and supposed to be a whole shitload of people that names are supposed to pop up. Whether they're guilty or anything like that, we'll leave that to the court of law. But saying all this to say that we have to be very, very, very careful, as just black people, period. 2024 definitely, like Kat said, has been the year of exposure, if you ask me. Now, he's been exposed, and we've heard of Dr. Dre, man, and his run-ins, slight run-ins with the law. We've heard of his alleged abuse amongst women. What's her name? Michelle actually has a baby she has kids by him and Suge Knight. So she claimed that, Dre financially wasn't supporting her, and, Dre was abusive to her. We've heard the nasty side of Dr. Dre, allegedly, because I don't know this guy, right? But what I'm saying all this to say that, man, we have to be very careful when we are people of power and we are sitting on these thrones, man, and we got this money and we got this power and we have people who want to take it and don't want to see us sitting on this throne, don't want to see us with this power. I don't know who's right or wrong in this situation. He'll get 10, but he probably will settle out of court. These things have to be proven. And let me tell y'all something. I keep telling y'all, these cameras and these phones will get your ass in trouble every single time. I hope Dre was smart enough, like he make them beats, how talented and smart he is to make them hit songs and these beats for damn near 40 years. A therapist that sent threats through a cell phone in reference to a divorce of his ex-wife and family to this doctor, and I thought they had settled. I thought this thing was over, but obviously it's not, because this has just happened. So anytime that you got to get some therapy for your ex, it's a goddamn problem. Now, y'all already divorced, been split up for years, and still beefing. So like I said, man, it can be really, really painful for a divorce, man, financially, just trying to get back to where you are, giving up half of your possessions you've worked so hard for. And, I remember that joke that Rick Ross got with the Kobe, rest in peace to Kobe and his daughter. And that joint that Rick Ross had when he say, she wasn't with him shooting in the gym. Remember Kobe wife tried to get all them M's, tried to get that half. Kobe went back, spent that $4 million on a ring. And I'm sure she already had plenty of rings. He went and spent $4 million, made it publicly, and they was back together. Rick Ross said, she tried to take half of the M's. She wasn't with you shooting in the gym. That shit can hurt. So at the end of the day, man, sometimes it's cheaper to keep her. So Dr. Dre, man, I love him, man. I love what he did for the culture. I love what he's doing for the culture. And hope everything, man, works out for that guy. Moving on to the next, man. I guess it's focus on, thanks, B, for that water. Focus on celebrities, man. I want to take it to Cissy Houston. Cissy Houston, as we all know, the mother of the late, great Whitney Houston, the grandmother of Christina Bobby, which is the daughter of Whitney Houston, late Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. This is the mom. This is the matriarch. This is where it all started. She actually had 7 other siblings. She was the youngest. And she had been suffering from Alzheimer's for quite a while. But with these celebrities, man, we don't be hearing everything about them all the time. You dig what I'm saying? But she had been suffering from Alzheimer's for quite a while. And she actually passed away in Newark. No, hold up. How you say it? Newark, New Jersey, under hospice care. She was surrounded by family and friends, and her daughter, Pat Houston, actually let the world know that Cissy Houston passed away. A Grammy winning gospel singer. She was 91 years old. Like I say, once again, a matriarch of the family. And, she was actually the mother-in-law of Cissy. I didn't know that. I thought that was a daughter. I never heard of Sister Pat Houston for Whitney Houston, but she was a daughter-in-law. But anyway, man, she started performing When I read this, it shocked me. She had started performing in 1939. She been doing her thing since the early, started doing her own thing. And we all know of Sissy Houston. So, it's no need to explain a family full of singers. Whitney, her brother did a little bit of singing. Her brother, she had in the NBA. So a lot of great history. Dionne Warwick, I want to say her mom's cousin, and Whitney Houston, godmother. So we know about Dionne Warwick also. So, excuse me, a lot of just great talent coming from that. And thing about it, Whitney, her daughter, both of them died the same way. As we heard of reports, OD'd, bad Beyonce, who the family just bashed and bashed and bashed and bashed. OD'd, overdose, he died. We had, those are the people I like. So I gotta respect him, man, and commend that guy. And I'm just praying for his strength. He's back on the road with New Edition. He's doing his thing. He's remarried now. Making money again. And I just pray for him with that family, man. Love Whitney. That was one of the famous couples, man. But it was a fun couple. I hated the fact how they blamed Bobby for everything, which wasn't true. Man, she was doing this shit before she met me. You feel me? Now, he made my heart, man, because I think we kind of forget about these celebrities, man, and just the contribution that they did. The contribution that Whitney did for just women. They're waiting to exhale joint, and that movie, the exhale joint, and that movie, I swear we had a good job and was great and handsome and dressed good, the flat car, the nice house, a cheater. All types of men, man, on so many different types of levels, man. And Whitney did that shit, man. With Kevin Costner, the bodyguard, it was
One of her ball players.
oh my man, this man be knowing everything.
One of her ball players.
Oh my man, this man be knowing everything. Cabin, whatever rumors were spread, but the chemistry, man. So Whitney did her thing. Rest in paradise, man, to Whitney Houston. Rest in paradise, man, to Whitney Houston. So inspirational. And sorry, y'all. I really wish for Whitney Houston. And it's two things with this singing, right? This singing, right? Some people can with this singing, right? This singing, right? Some people can sing, and some people can just hold a note. Some people can just go with the flow. The greatest love of all time. Up, down, up, down. God damn. Woo! You feel me? And so a voice, man, that we would never hear again. You cannot reenact Whitney Houston at all. It's like so many singers that, and I was so mad at Clyde Davis because they said when Whitney came along, he pushed Phyllis to the back. And he had a chance to really, a lot of careers that he had that could really have flourished, right? But Whitney was the main one. And don't get me wrong, Whitney was good, but it was a lot of great ones also. But anyway, that's another story, man. I'm just speaking on some stuff that I heard and I've seen throughout the years. But rest in paradise, man, to Whitney Houston. You feel me? It's hard because who is going to fill those shoes? Who is going to put that time in? Who is going to pray for the family? Who is going to make sure that we make it? And I think Sissy Houston, man, she put a lot of people on, man. A lot of people came behind her, man, including, like you say, her daughter, man. So rest in paradise, man, to Sissy Houston. Y'all already know what it is. This next story, y'all. Williams, y'all, and you need flyers, you need a logo, you know what I mean? You need it professional, you need it clean. Get with this guy right here, y'all. Alan Williams, a native from the DMV, and moved to the ATL, but still heavily connected with his people here in the DMV, man, and does some great graphic work, some great flyers, won't bust your head, you know what I mean? A black guy, been doing it for a long time. And shout out to Horace for referring me to Allen. Me and Allen, what was so funny is a lot of these people, y'all, not to jump off topic, but I want to tell y'all, like this W on my hat, Washington Commanders, right? DMV, because VA don't have a team, but B-More got a team. You know what I mean? Even though we playing our neighbors, it's going to be a great one. Two black brothers, man. I love this. I love them on this Sunday. But anyway, to make a long story short, two sayings happen like a family. And I'm saying all this to say I spoke to Alan Williams back in 2022. So my man Horace, shout out to Kicks and Giggles, man, doing their thing. Shout out to Shorty Corleone, too, WHUR. He said, man, I went to his show. You know, I always sit in this show, man. Got a great show, man. Great setup. Doing a great thing, man. And he said, man, I'm telling you, man, you need them flies, man. I'm telling you, man, holler at my man. So I say, all right. So he give me the information. I go on the joint. I sent Alan Williams a message, right? Horace had a message, and I say, Alan Williams, I say, hold up. Me and this brother talked before about doing some promotional work, right? And, you know, Horace is like, you try to get something started, go through your messages, and I'm quite sure you have talked to some but you didn't finish. And that's what happened with me. Do another guy. Man, holler at my man. Ooh, oh, man, I totally forgot about him. I hollered at him. He does great work. So when you start something, man, just make sure that we finish it. It's so much talent here in the DMV. I look at so many documentaries. I look at so many movies. I look at just so many things, man. I'm like, that's DC. Why we ain't on? Why we ain't on? You feel me? So, man, start it. Make sure you finish it. Go back to those people that you were speaking to that you never really connected with, you know, on a certain level to get shit done to take you to the next level. Let's keep it home. Let's keep it right here. You know what I mean? But you gotta be professional. Gotta be about business. You feel me? And the DMV, man, is thriving. The DMV is thriving, man. Shout out to Joe Claire. I got a chance to hang out with Joe Claire and DJ Dirty Rico a few weeks ago at the Unwind Festival that they had at Upper Marlboro. DC Vibe did their thing. Not Sirius, a company. Kim Michelle, she did her thing. The Kim Michelle Experience, I'm sorry. She did her thing. It was just a great experience, right? As I'm sitting there, man, I'm looking, I say, all this money right here in PG County. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. All this money, man, right here in PG County. Make sure, man, that we get out and vote. Angela also Brooks, I'm definitely voting for. And that's another thing, y'all. I spoke on these celebrities, man, and how they try to, you know, tear us down. And if you notice, you know, they snatched up Trayon White, and now it's Angela also Brooks not paying her taxes. It's just a coincidence this comes out when she's running against Larry Hogan, you know what I mean, for the senator seat. You feel me? And not saying that you shouldn't pay your taxes, because you should. but excuse me. All the digging that you guys do, the government, that you guys do when these people are running for these seats, that she had 2 homes, that taxes wasn't being paid on it. You mean to tell me the Prince George's County executive saying it was right for what he did, but I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is, man, we have to, when we sit up on that throne, you know, we got all this pride, and we just, man, yeah, be careful. Be nice to the people that you met going up those steps, because it be the same people that you meet when you going down those steps. You know what I mean? So I just want all my people, even on a local level, even in the smaller positions, man, just do right by your people. Keep your affairs in order. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you clean, man. You know, I don't want another person locally running for an office that I want to vote for, then damn, something else comes out. You know, so shout out, man. I asked also Brooke. She's been on my show twice, man. Just great spirit, a great person. You know, shout out to the black women, Kamala Harris, man. Shout out, you know, to these women, man, that's running for these offices, man, that's doing their thing, that ain't scared at all. You know, and if she doesn't win, they threw that fucking election. Believe that, just like they did last time. And you heard it first right here on Phocuz Radio. Hey, y'all, 301-761-1040 is the call-in number. Damn, I feel good, man. I feel good. We on Beltway Radio and beyond, and then we on the Beltway this weekend, this Sunday, Baltimore Washington Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be a showdown, throwdown, two of the best quarterbacks in the league, man. This is going to be the tail of the tape for us, y'all. Get past this one because the boys ain't playing, you know what I mean? So I hope it's fun, it's competitive, and win or lose, it's going to be a great game, but we going to win. So you already know what it is, man.
Hold up. Wait.
Hold up.
We got a sports guy. You're going to slide that through saying you're going to win.
Yeah, we want to win. Oh, hold up, B. Hold up. You a Baltimore fan?
Yes.
You know, hey, B, you know what? That's why you stopped me. I knew it. I said, you know what? B is a Baltimore fan. My engineer is Baltimore. At least he's not a Dallas fan, so he can continue with the show. He's a Baltimore fan. It's going to be a great game. I want to see him next Thursday. Y'all already know what it is, man. 301, y'all, 761-1040 is the call-in number. Let me see. Councilmember Blunt. How you doing, Blunt? Okay? Kim Sullivan, what's happening? Hey, Jonathan, what's happening, man? Got my cuz on here today. What's happening, cuz? You already know what it is. Hey, man, that's one of my cousins, right? She from down the west. She way up Mo County now, man, in one of them real nice luxury apartments. I see you, cuz. You already know what it is. Hey, y'all, I want to get to this story. And you know I report the news, right? And it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's not funny. I try to stay really serious about reporting these stories, right? Well, we had two brothers, to pull up in a Nissan Maxima at Bourne's Discount Liquor. You know when they say Bourne's Discount Liquor, they usually is small. It's kind of a warehouse, kind of a BK Miller, kind of a lax. But this is Bourne's. Been there forever. And the main thing about this particular liquor store, Maryland on the one side, DC on this side. So if you are familiar, shout out to Hobo helping our brothers out back in the day. They started in the late 80s. I used to always want Hobo when I was growing up, right? Hobo, if y'all remember the Hobo, I'm going to try to find me a Hobo shirt. Anyway, that was my man that owned the joint too. Old head, man. We got DC on one side. We got Maryland on the other side of the street, right? We got Bowen Liquor right there. Top of, what's that? Is that Southern? Top of Southern Avenue. We got Capitol Heights. Then we got Southeast, right? Hillcrest Heights, all that whole area. You familiar with Bennett Road, Eddie's Lennox, the McDonald's, the Shoppers, all that. And long story short, Bowen's Discount Liquor, they're coming up, they're delivering their liquor. Two guys pull up in a Nissan Altima. One hops out with an AK, right? Hops out with an AK. He points the gun. He takes 3 cases of Don Julio bottles, right? Put in his car. Second of all, for the robbery. But my whole thing is you pulled out an AK to grab 3 cases of Don Julio. And so when I thought about it, I said, what, they got some miniatures? Y'all pulled an AK-47 out on this driver to get some miniature Don Julios? Because if you got 3 cases, 100 bottles, they had to be miniatures. There's no way it was fifths or even paints in 3 cases to equal up to 100 bottles of Don Julio. So I hope your dumbass gets caught and goes to jail. Because at the end of the day, and that's why I say a lot of these Bammers out here are committing crimes. You committing crimes trying to be gangster or whatever you call yourself trying to do. And for real, at the end of the day, you're scared. You're scared. You brought an AK-47 to get 3 cases of Don Julio? Are you serious? Everything is on camera. I keep telling y'all, these phones and these cameras are going to get you every single time. I hope they catch you on. I hope they make a serious example. So I hope when they catch you, you are drunk as shit. So you can tell everything. Because you know they say that alcohol, you get to talking. Hope you're drunk as shit when they catch you. For all y'all buying those miniatures that they selling y'all for $5 a piece because they $10 in the store. They stolen. That's how you got so many of them on sale for a low price, because they all stolen. So the world's dumbest criminals. We're going to focus on the dumbest criminals. So this week, you get the dumbest criminals. I don't care about, get them locked up. Yes, because that was some dumbass shit. To put out an AK-47 while this guy's at work for you to take 3 cases of Don Julio. When probably if you would have said, man, just give me that, he probably would have gave it to you because it ain't his. You know how much money they worth? They don't care about that. It's going to be replaced. It's insured. So you put up on this guy, threaten him, threaten his life. Anything can happen in a robbery. The gun can go off. You can get startled. They can get startled. Anything can happen. So it's not funny. It's just stupid. Don Julio. So you went back around the way, around the corner, and kept y'all a case and then sold the other 2 cases for what, $20, $25 a piece for some miniatures? You know, like I say, alcoholics gone wild. Had to be. But anyway, like I say, man, let's focus on the dumbest criminals, and they get that. Because they're going, and I hope they put that story back on the news when they catch them. Y'all already know what it is, man. We are focused right here. Let me see what we got. Whew. Y'all already know what it is, man. I spoke on E-Rap. I spoke on this on Kicks and Giggles. And shout out to Shock B. He asked me, Shocker B, he asked me, a very intelligent brother, by the way. I got to get him in here. I got to get him and Horse in here. He was asking me to explain E-Rap. E-Rap is the program that was introduced by the mayor of D.C. and, of course, Congress and Senate and all of them are behind it. They fund a lot of low-income housing, right? The E-Rap program actually pays a portion of D.C. residents' rent. They put it in place when COVID happened. People weren't able to pay their rent. So what they did is came up with a program that was worth maybe $200 million, right? And what they did was, let's say COVID, you couldn't pay your rent. So you apply for this program and you $5,000 behind. E-Rap might give you $4,500. You left with $500. Shit, they might even give you a check for $12,000. You may owe $10,000. You put $2 in your pocket, or you get your rental office that hold $12,000 or whatever, right? So it's a program for assistance for housing, right? It's not Section 8. It's we got Section 8. We got rapid rehousing. We have, it's so many. I work with so many different, it's so many. Those are my main ones that I work with, but so many to work with. But anyway, make a long story short, because tenants, right? Because they get the money from E-Rap, but we may have a bad tenant. Dig what I'm saying? So you'd have got $10,000 from E-Rap that you waited for. Person may owe you. They may owe you the $10,000. The E-Rap program and sent them the check or send us a check. It's $10,000. We've been trying to evict this person for 3 years through the COVID because they haven't paid. So E-Rap has came in and paid the rent. But then we got to do $5,000 worth of work in the apartment because it's been damaged by the tenant. So as landlords, we are losing money. And it's a great program because we're going to get paid. But the mayor is tired of dishing out this money through this E-Rap program for these people. You know, the thing about it is we have these programs in place and people abuse them. They abuse them because you have people that will take the E-Rap money and pay that, but it's on the back end, they still owe a portion. So we fighting with them trying to get this money. We can't evict them. You feel what I'm saying? We go into your apartment and it's terrible. You feel me? Then we got to go through a process to get you out, and then we spending just as much money as you owe. I'm not a landlord, by the way. I'm playing devil's advocate. I am an assistant property manager. But These issues I deal with also. And we have some great tenants. So I don't want people to take this on my live and people listen to my show. I don't want them to take this the wrong way. But we do have some bad apples in a bunch that makes my job harder. So the mayor is planning to take away this program. There are people that owe up to $70,000 worth of rent that cannot be evicted because guess what they tell us? Well, I applied for ERAP. I'm waiting for ERAP to come. ERAP comes. They may not pay the whole 70. You might get 30. You might get 20. And guess what? You owe the rest. So now we got to go through another eviction process in D.C., which takes 6 months to a year. It takes us 6 months for the paperwork to get approved through our lawyers to even give you a notice to say we're going to start the eviction process. And guess what? Then they apply for ERAP again. They throw up some more money. So then they still owe us. Then they call the inspection people on us. They call DCIA on us. Mr. Johnson hasn't fixed this, hasn't fixed that. I've been complaining about this. I've been complaining about that. But damn, if you paid us, maybe we could get our contractors and our maintenance team to get the materials and everything to fix it. Help us help you. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want my people to be more responsible. I got so many ideas to help my people, man. To help my people, we have to do better. You just heard me say it a couple of minutes ago. It's money out here. It's so much money floating around out here if we can do the right thing with it. Let's be responsible, people. Now, you got a good program that's being taken away, right? That's being taken away. And this ain't no bullshit. This ain't no $1 million, $2 million, $100, $200 million. The mayor has said that she has put out $100 million in the ERAP program. And we only may have maybe a little over 1 million people in D.C., right? So when I say over 1 million people in D.C., the percentage of low housing, the percentage of Section 8, I don't know, maybe makes up at least maybe 70% or maybe 60%, and the other 40%, we're talking about people with money. We're talking about people up Georgetown, Connecticut, Wisconsin Avenue. Those people, we're not talking about them. Let's talk about this percentage of people that we have. So you mean to tell me we got $100 to $200 million floating around in the hood? In the hood. Not on the other side of D.C. up Potomac and Georgetown where the money at. We talking about right here. So this program's been put into place. Democrats, Republicans, all behind it. Because I also believe that they want to keep that foot on our neck, right? Because you keep giving us something that's free. What we do, we get used to it. We don't stop and say, you know what, let me go out here and try to. Nah, I ain't going to ask this week. You're going to keep on asking. You got some more? Right? But to make a long story short, I want my people to be responsible. You know, we have to get educated. We have to educate our youth, our families, our children to know what is going on out here. She takes that program away and you owe $10,000 in rent and you're low income or you don't have a job that's feasible to pay that rent, that amount, what are you going to do? And you have a family. I'm not saying that everything that Bowser has done has been right. She's made the right decisions. And yeah, it may be some decisions she's made that's beneficial to her because she's on her way out, right? And it's speculation. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. But she plans to take away the program. She says if this continues, it's going to be another $100 million that the city will have to shove out with these ERAP programs. So she's getting tired of it. She's getting tired of the landlords complaining about them getting their rent. She's getting tired of properties being destroyed by these people that owe tens of thousands of rent. And then the inspectors have to come out. The inspectors was working from home. It became so sweet, the COVID, they was working from home. I'm meeting them with my iPhone on the app. That's how I'm doing inspections. But now they like, oh, nah, because we got too many people complaining. So everything that we do now, when we walk up to your building, if it ain't right. On the outside of your property, we not even going inside of the home. We're failing you. So we got to do what we got to do on our end. So I say, help us, help you. Help me, I'm help you. Let's work together. Don't let this money go to waste, man. My good people, man. Get it together, man. Pay your rent. Don't get this free money. And I tell people, even if E-Rap is helping you, because I get it all the time. Well, yeah, Mr. Johnson, hey, you know, Mr. John Doe, I've been looking at your rental account, and I was just calling you to figure out how we can work this out. You know, maybe we could do a payment plan, you know, because I hate to see you and your family in the street. You are a great resident. So what I want you to do is I want you to apply for this program, but while you are applying for this program, put something on your rent. Don't take that extra $2,500 and go get them lace wigs and go get that car from the auction that's going to break down in 6 months. Don't go get all them Jordans. I'm not saying don't do a little something. You know what I mean? But don't go to Gracie's. Shout out to Gracie's, by the way. Don't go to, you know, and spend all the money up. And E-Rap that paid that, and I got to call you again next month because I'm still waiting on your half. But they gave it to you. So we got to think smarter about our housing. The gentrification, man, is still going on. They ain't forgot. They still moving them out. They still moving us out. They're still building up the city. They're still going from that stadium all the way down in my area, Oxon Hill. They're not playing all the way to that MGM, and you can leave the MGM and say, guess what, baby? We out of town. Let's go to VA. Let's go to Old Town Alexandria. It's happening, y'all. It's real. And she's looking at how much money she could save. She could take that 200 million, and put it into something else, which I hope it would be affordable housing. I hope it would be within our school system. Hope it would be within our police department. I hope it would be within more healthier grocery stores with great prices that's affordable within our communities. More libraries, more activities, bring the skating rinks back, more things like that. But she's fed up. She wants to take this program away. So then where would you get your assistance from? The voucher list is as long as Benning Road. And they've been working on it since they've been working on Benning Road. And that's since Jesus was a baby. So my people, please wake up. Please. With this violence, this black on black crime, within these communities, our people going missing, like with so much, man, so many obstacles that we're facing. I see more and more and more homelessness. And some people, I've spoken to people. I'm out here because I want to be out here. I've spoken to people. When I got divorced, I lost my job. I've spoken to people. I just can't afford it. I can't afford to eat and live too and take care of my kids. I just can't afford it. And for you all that just takes advantage of the system, the taxpayers' money, it ain't right. It ain't right. We have to educate ourselves, man. We have to know what's going on in the news. We have to start paying attention. I hope she doesn't. You know, but here we go right here. 20% of renters in DC Channel 4, aren't paying rent each month. That's a lot of money. 20% is a lot. It don't sound like a lot, but that's a lot. That's 20% of maybe the percentage I gave you, other than the people that own homes and paying rent and whatever. Talking about the urban communities here. Landlords are facing $100 million in unpaid rent in 2024, and we only in October. You gotta pay to stay. You gotta pay your way. Don't destroy the unit and then get mad at me because I still need my rent money. And then you destroy the unit, so I gotta fix this, then you gonna pay? No. Don't take advantage, people. Stop taking advantage, people. Let's get this thing together, y'all. I'm rooting, man, for my people. Always, man. If you need to reach out to me, you can reach out to me. Focus Phil on Facebook, Messenger, Phil Focus on IG. I'm here every Thursday, 6 to 7. My own business, 0803@gmail.com is my email. I got 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available, but you got to pay your rent. I'm sorry. I got a great maintenance team where I work at. I'm for the people. I'm one of those, I'm an agent, relocation specialist, assistant manager that cares. I've heard the hard stories. Trust me. It's some effed up management companies out here. Don't get me wrong, but I care. You know what I mean? My team does care. So if you ever got to reach out, people that need housing, reach out. I got a truckload of old, I'm sorry, not old, but Christmas ornaments I don't use anymore. They're not old, but I say it old, but Christmas ornaments I don't use. They're all different color bulbs. Got Christmas wrapping paper. You know what I mean? I got a truckload of coats outside. You know what I mean? Hit me up. I'm here for you. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man, right here on Focus Radio. And we do this thing, man, each and every Thursday. Let me see. What's up, Debbie? Kim, what's up, Kim? Travs, what's up, Travs? You already know what it is. Tawada, you already know what it is. So y'all already know what it is, man. Get with it or get rolled over. We are here each and every Thursday, man. Focus Radio, Beltway Radio, and beyond.com. Tune in, man. Tune in or get tuned out. Missing segment. If you could just go 2 people before I get out of here. I know you got to get out of here. We got another show that's coming up. But I got 2 people on here, B, that were, that's how busy I am. Wow. Send it to myself. I got to send it to my engineer. But we are missing and murder activists and advocates. We do this thing right here each and every Thursday on Focus Radio. You have any missing people, man, please let me know. And I can bring you in. We do leg work. And we do all we can do, man, to bring our children home. Just look at my Facebook page. And I post every day of missing people. Today, I'm just running behind. And we got other shows, man, because we got to keep paying the bills right here, Beltway Radio and Beyond.com. But I just want to thank you all for tuning in. Like I say, what you do today depends on your tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I'm not talking about Friday, we going out, we going to go party. I'm talking about the future. And let's start thinking like that, y'all. Let's stop thinking for today. We got to think ahead. Because we ain't getting...
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money.